Well, hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. I cannot believe it's February 1st. Man, how the year is already flying by. It is incredible. And today we've got so many different things that we're doing at Integrity for People and Culture. So I asked Rachelle McReynolds to join us, our head of People and Culture, and one of the most fun people here at Integrity, to join us on today's podcast to share some of the new updates. Can you believe it is February?
No, I can't. And the last time we were on here, it wasn't February. Gosh, was that December, November, where I asked to be a part of this show daily, a daily morning show? So is this why I'm actually here? You're offering me the job?
You can have it. You would be awesome at this. This is, I don't think most people realize how much work this actually is. And no, this is one of the highlights, I think, for me. And I think our culture is really this idea that we get to come together a lot and be able to share all the different updates, the different announcements and different ideas that we've got here at creating just the best culture, period. But I cannot believe it's February.
February
I mean,
1st.
this is, where is the time going?
I have no idea.
It is incredible. In fact, it is dreary, cold, rainy, snowy, icy here in Dallas, but we braved it in this morning to make sure that we can connect with all of our incredible team members. I love this time of year as well. So in Dallas, February is always, there's like a 1 week or a few days in February that's always like this ice storm, snowstorm. It's always in February. And everybody, all of our friends up north, all of our offices are like, that's all. You had like 5 days,
right.
And then here we are. But this one is another one of those that's just kind of seizing down the city. But we're excited to be here to share some incredible updates. You and your team have been exceptional. And on behalf of all of the Integrity employees, I want to say thank you for all the hard work you and your team have been doing. The new benefits that we have, the new health benefits, the new dental benefits, disability benefits, and then also the great new life insurance. It's been a tough journey that we've been on this last year. We've lost several family members, and the life insurance benefit has just been remarkable. But the health insurance benefits and just everything you and your team have really done to bring Integrity to that next caliber, that next level, has been remarkable. So thank you for everything you guys have done.
Absolutely. We're still getting emails from people thanking us for the new benefits and people asking, is my paycheck right? Because I have more money, which is a pretty cool thing.
It's amazing seeing how many of our people have responded like that.
Right.
Have said, man, like, can you check my payroll because I've got more money.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to pay you back. Is this right? We're like, it's right.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah,
what a
something to be proud of.
It is super. It's super important for everyone to have great benefits. And listen, it's also great to have all the other benefits that you and your team have been providing. And so I just want to say, again, thank you for that. I know I speak for everybody about how grateful we are for the entire team. I don't want to start naming names because there's so many incredible team members that are on your team and others' teams that are putting all that together. But thank you for all of you guys. The other thing that we've been talking a lot about here is creating this incredible performance management culture, this performance culture, which means we're gonna be world-class in everything that we do. I loved my podcast with Andy Albright the other day where we got together. It was like midnight, and we were talking about just doing a little bit more. What could we all accomplish if everybody did just a little bit more? And that's really about building a high caliber, high performance culture about people coming together and saying, like, I'm going to step up and just do a little bit more every day. And when you compound that together, man, it creates some incredible results. And so we just had some emails come out about performance management. So share a little bit about what we're doing at Integrity about that.
Right. So everybody had the opportunity throughout the month of January to self-assess. So how did they feel they did against their goals and objectives for 2022? And right now we're into the managers giving feedback. So going in, looking at those self-assessments and providing their own feedback, which is really great because between now and the end of February, the managers and the employees will get together and talk about it and gain alignment on how they did on 2022 and what's expected of 2023, which is great.
I love that stuff. I think it's important for you to say, look, this is how how I feel like I'm doing. And what I find with most great leaders, the great people who step up are the ones who say, look, I could have done that better. I saw where I was going. I could do this a little bit better. I understand where I can improve here. And those are the type of leaders you go, man, I want to work with them. I want to go above and beyond for that group. I just finished watching Coach Prime.
I haven't seen that.
So it's Deion Sanders. It's only like four.
Deion,
I think it's 4 episodes. And it tracks him through his time at Jackson State and really about how he coaches others. There's some foul language. My wife wasn't great about it. One thing about Deion is he doesn't cuss. I love that about Deion. He said, I figured out I didn't need to do that. But he's always coaching. And a guy like that who doesn't need to coach, he doesn't need to do any of this. He's one of the greatest athletes of all time, but he's still looking at ways to give back, right? And that's one of those things that we've got a lot of partners, a lot of leaders here at Integrity that don't have to work that hard anymore, but they're so committed to giving back and looking at ways to level up and to continue to perform at a high level. And so I love that. And the other thing that we've been doing is we've actually been looking at our systems and trying to say, what are areas that we can improve on? What are the tools and resources we can give all of our employees to be more successful? And one of those areas was really our system called ADP, and really recognizing that as a company our size, we needed something a little bit more enterprise level. And so we're now switching that over to Workday, which is another incredible organization that supports really large companies. So at ADP, it was great for us, and everybody who logs in ADP every morning understands that it's been a great system for our employees and our managers. Now we have to say, as a company our size, we've got to have really large scale systems so that we can take out some of the manual work and things. And so moving to Workday is a big part of that. So I know that we live this and we talk about this a lot, but explain to everybody what that's going to accomplish and how that's going to help all of us together.
Yeah, well, and agreed, ADP has been great for where we've been. And so now as we're focusing on 2023 and beyond and where we're going, it's so important that we have the technology that can keep up with us. We're different now. And Workday is leading edge. Did you know companies like Amazon and Walmart are on Workday?
Those are big companies.
Pretty big. And when they request updates to their platform, we're on their same platform. So we all benefit from these extremely large companies and making the system better. So it's advanced, it's cloud-based technology, it simplifies tasks, takes kind of all of the human error out of it. And really, it's a way to put everything in one spot, from just getting your payroll information to doing your learning management. And we're going to roll it out in phases. So right now we're in the data phase, which is really important that our data is accurate, because that's how we're paid. That's where our benefits come from. So really starting today, actually, we're going to make sure we're limiting the amount of inputs into the system so that we keep our data clean and it's accurate for when we roll out in mid-March.
Yeah, so this is a very user-friendly human resource management system that will track everything that we're doing here at Integrity for our people. And we want to make sure that's 100% accurate. And so that's what we sent out an email to the leaders last week. I think it was last week. All my weeks are running together. They're going so fast. But what we sent out was this idea to say we've got to kind of slow down to speed up, if you will. So we got to make sure that we stop for a second and we get all the data perfect so that whenever we get into that new system with Workday, we can speed up. And really this idea for us is we're looking at how do we use technology in every realm of our business to make sure that we're creating a better performance culture, but it's also about a way for us to be able to take out some of the manual processes that take so long and causes errors. And we want to cut down on those errors. So be patient with us as we kind of go into this new system. I got to say, ADP was incredible. I remember when we moved on to it in 2016. So that's been 7 years we've been in that system. And I remember that was a process to get in there. This is going to be a much smoother process for all of us to move into Workday. And I promise it will be better for everybody to make sure that we can continue to go faster and to grow even more in the future. This is also an interesting time of year for us where we get ready for what we call wellness warm-up. I love all the different cadence. We've got spring training, we've got game time, we've got all these different things, but we've got this wellness warm-up. And I know our team and her Singla and some others have been really challenging our team here in Dallas on some wellness warm-up ideas.
Yes.
And that starts today, by the way.
It does. Have you moved today?
We've got a move challenge on our team to track how many minutes you move, etc. I'm not sure. I understand the parameters. I also like to bet with most of my challenges, and I was told there's no bet, but there is like this tracking system we're going to try to use. But tell us a little bit more about what wellness warm-up means for everybody here at Integrity.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things that we did last year was really institute wellness warm-up. And it's truly right now, this time of year, we're focused on health, and then we'll get focused on life and, of course, wealth, because we connect it to even our business model. And so last year during the warm-up side of things, we had a lot of fitness challenges. If you remember, we had a step challenge. We have people out there moving a lot, getting a lot of steps in, if you will.
So there were some that were suspect. We had a wellness challenge last year on steps that we had to call up some people and go, I don't know how you had 80,000 steps a day on average for a month. You remember that?
Hey, marathons, that'll do it to you.
A day. So there was a few that we had to go, come on now. But we had some real legitimate people put in the steps.
Oh, man. Yeah. It was fun to watch. Yeah. It was fun to watch. And I was reporting out my steps. So my goal was 10,000 steps a day. And if I remember correctly, I hit just right under it.
What's interesting is even in your iPhone, and listen, if you're on Android, I just got to say, like, figure that out. You're messing up our group text.
Oh, my gosh, I know.
You're screwing up the group text, so please get on iPhone with the rest of the world. I'm sorry, just saying. Now, it's early, but I've only got 2,200 steps today.
Well, yeah, that's good. It's still early. You got all day. You got all day. We won't talk about mine.
You know, there's
I'm winning.
There's this app that is in the, I'm going to get a hard time about, what's this app called?
It's just your health app. It has the heart on it.
It's just got the heart on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got to step it up. No pun intended. When people were turning it 80,000 steps on average, I'm like, bro, like if you're tying it to your car, that's one thing, but that just doesn't make any sense. You're probably one of those that have an Android too, but anyway, go back.
Well, okay, and back to the point. All of the offices participated. We gave out really great swag. We had Frisbees,
amazing.
Exercise bands, those little shaker bottles, and everybody got into it.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
There's so many incredible things. In fact, I don't know if you know the Frisbees. So the Frisbees in my family have a little bit of a weird thing. So my mom's maiden name is Frisbee. Did you know that?
Really? No.
Her maiden name is Frisbee, and her great granddad or her mom's granddad or great granddad or somebody invented the Frisbee. He had the Frisbee Pie Company in Connecticut.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. So we should get my mom on to talk about that.
Oh my
gosh,
yes.
So they had the Frisbee Pie Company in Connecticut, and I believe it was Connecticut, and the workers after, during their shifts or whatever, they would eat their pies, and then they would throw the pies. This was actually featured in one of the Back to the Futures that Marty throws the Frisbee. And so if you Google a Frisbee pie tin, they're like super expensive. And I bought my mom the different Frisbee pie tins, the old ones, because they're hard to find now, but they would throw the pie tins around, which created the Frisbee. And then they ended up selling it to Whammo, and they didn't get any royalties off of it. So there we go. So every time we talk about Frisbees in mine, it's like, man, I wish my great-great-granddad or whoever he was would have thought about the next steps of that. We're going to try not to make those mistakes here at Integrity. But getting out there, my kids loved all of that, all the different things. It was so much fun. So what are we doing this year?
Oh gosh, we're going to be doing a lot of things. I can't let the cat out of the bag yet, but it is going to be bigger prizes, which I'm super excited about. Our benefits team has gotten us more wellness dollars to spend.
Really?
You approved it. You just forgot.
Nice. Yeah.
So bigger competitions with bigger prizes. So stay tuned on that. You're going to hear more about it in really actually just a couple weeks.
That's awesome.
But honestly, before then, you can get started on health-related activities today. I know a lot of people probably set up resolutions in January. Hopefully you're still following them and focusing on them. But one of our great tools that we have now through United Healthcare is called Rally Health Assessment. And it's actually an app. And we actually employ somebody that created that app for United Healthcare.
Really?
He's on our technology team, sits in Dallas, Texas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
you got the Frisbee, he's got Rally. But you can get online. They have personalized programs to help for weight loss, reducing stress, quitting smoking, and even more. So that's a great way to just kind of hold yourself accountable. You can also do virtual health visits. I know sometimes it's a pain to get into a doctor and get an appointment. So you could do that virtually and check in, make sure you're feeling okay. And then, of course, we have our amazing employee assessment program. So this is what we call our EAP. And they can help with many things, whether it's financial help or getting a lawyer or things like that. But also, you get 6 visits at no cost to you with a counselor, which is really great, especially on days like today.
Well, that's awesome. I got to say, we've had some Integrity family members that we've lost this in the last few months.
Right.
And our EAP program has really stepped up that, and it's been truly remarkable to see how valuable that is on counseling and other things. So thank you guys for providing that. So you said for a lot of people who had set, New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions are funny for me because they usually end about now. It's like I'm gonna set up a new January resolution. Did you have any New Year resolutions that you need help like pushing through?
I did, but you're going to make fun of me, so I'm not going to tell you.
Are they too personal to share?
No, okay. So I am one of those people, every 6 months I go to the dentist. That's what you're supposed to do. We have dental coverage to do just this. And every time I go to the dentist, they're like, you gotta floss more. You've gotta floss more. And then I leave, and for like a week, I'm like flossing, and then I kind of get off the wagon. So my New Year's resolution was about flossing. And since January 1st, I've flossed every day. I even have those little picks in my desk drawer.
Wow.
I don't like to do it in front of others because that's kind of gross.
But they say if you do it that much, it's not that bad.
It's gotten easier. And now it actually becomes addictive.
Really?
It really does. I've caught myself doing it twice a day sometimes.
Oh my God.
It's just creating a habit.
You're that person. That's awesome. So as you know, I did Whole30.
I do know that.
There's a group of us that we here in the office in Dallas that did Whole30. I stuck to it. I started on January 4th, so I've got a few more days left. But Whole30 is where you eat naturally. It's just meat, veggies, no carbs, no bread, nothing processed, no chips. You need nuts, no alcohol. That one was hard. That was a little harder. But man, you feel so amazing.
Yeah.
And what happens is you get to about this moment, what is that, almost 30 days in, and you go, screw it, I'm just going to eat some chips. I need a hamburger and french fries and a beer. But I'm going to try to keep that going for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm proud of you. That's hard. It's hard.
So they're like Eric Peterson on our team, he came up with the idea. And then he's like, I decided to only do it during the weekdays. I'm like, well, that's not Whole30 then. It's like a whole week. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so the New Year's resolutions, it's really about how do you create that kind of lifestyle. My wife kind of eats like that. Robin eats like that all the time. She doesn't drink. And you feel so good.
Yeah.
Dude, is this how you feel all the time? This is ridiculous. But it's a lot of fun. We'll see how that goes. Keep going. If you've been doing a New Year's resolution, just because it's February 1st, don't stop. It is important. Keep going. I think it's all about balance, daily balance as much as possible. Well, thank you again for everything you and your team have been doing. I know we've got a lot more in store, a lot of cool things that we're doing. We'll be talking about the wellness warm-up going forward. And I love the fact that we tie it back to our business, whether it's life, health, or wealth as well. So it's really important for us to do all of those things. The other thing is, as we wrap up today's Inspire, I want to say that I love the Inspire 100. Just giving a shout out to someone and saying, good job, really matters in so many different ways. And today we have Andrea Nordhoff from Kellogg Insurance, and she was nominated by Ryan Pepper, also at Kellogg. Here's what Ryan had to say about Andrea. Andrea works tirelessly night and day for our team, often working late in the nights and early in the morning to assist someone with a project to help them make a deadline. Her demeanor is amazing and her work ethic is impeccable. Andrea's kindness allows for a wonderful work environment and a true friendship. Hey, Ryan, first of all, thank you for taking time to send that in about Andrea. Andrea, great job. I love the fact that everybody goes, when people go above and beyond but are also kind about it, that's a huge thing. So congratulations. We're going to be sending you a $100 Amazon gift card today to say thank you. And thank you again, Ryan, for taking time to recognize Andrea. If you have somebody you want to recognize, just quickly write an email to inspire@integritymarketing.com, and we'll try to recognize them in an upcoming Inspire podcast. Well, hey, this is a fun time.
This is perfect.
Thank you for everybody joining us today. I hope you were as excited as we are about all the new enhancements, all the exciting things that we're building here at Integrity. We've got so much more in store for 2023. So thanks for doing such a great job. Hope everybody has a blessed February and a blessed rest of the week. God bless you all. Take care.